Well, if it's Australia at this point in time, they are simply dominant. If you look at the Australia women's cricket team, the Australia men's cricket team, you look at the Australia A side, this day will be remembered as the day of dominance for them because the Australia women's cricket team have achieved one of the greatest feats in cricket. They have managed to whitewash the England women's Ashes team 16-0. Yes, 16-0. The sequence began with the three ODIs and the three T20Is that was played. Australia managed to whitewash England in that totally, so they managed to get 12 points. Now, in the one-off Ashes test match that was held between England and Australia at Melbourne, the pink ball test match, the Australia women's cricket team have managed to win by an innings. And that is why this is one of the most remarkable feats that you've seen in the history of the sport, that the Australia women's cricket team have managed to beat England 16-0. 2 points for a win in the white ball leg per game. So 3 T20Is and 3 ODIs combined, if you look at it, 12 points. 4 points for a win. England were never ever in the hunt after being dismissed for 170 in the first innings. Then Australia notched up 440. And in the second innings, England were undone with, if you look at Alana King taking 5 wickets and Ash Gardner taking 4 wickets. But Alana King, what a superstar. I mean, she managed to replicate the ball of the century in the women's Ashes when she managed to beat Sophie Dunkley. The ball drifted in, it spun 9 degrees and clipped the top of off stump. From leg stump, it went to off stump. And remarkably, she was bowling from the Shane Warne end. A Shane Warne would have been really, really awestruck by the way how the Australia women's cricket team have played. And because of this now, they are without a doubt the greatest sporting entity ever. The Australia men's team have whitewashed England 3 times in the Ashes: 1921, 2006 and 2013. The women's team have managed, the Australia women's team have managed to whitewash England 16-0. 2-0, 3-0, 3-0, 1-0. It has been a horrendous tour for England with all the excuses that have been given at this stage. And that is why the Australia women's cricket team deserve all the credit that is given to them. So, kudos to them for ensuring that they have managed to whitewash England. Alana King with 9 wickets in the entire game. She continues her superstardom. Then you look at Beth Mooney, one of the few individuals who scored a century in all 3 formats of the game. Annabelle Sutherland set up the batting with a brilliant 163, and it's ensured that Australia have beaten England by an innings and ensured that yes, they are now the top team in the history of the sport. They now have managed to not only win the ODI championship, they have managed to whitewash the England in the Ashes for the very first time. And because of this now, heading into October, November, they are the team to beat in the ODI format. Yes, they didn't have a good T20 World Cup, got knocked out early, but the Australia women's cricket team are champions for a reason. And simultaneously, when you look at it this day, Australia A team managed to beat England, and because of that, they managed to win the unofficial test in Sydney. The Australia women's team have managed to beat the women's England team in Melbourne by an innings. And they have also managed, the Australia team have managed to beat Sri Lanka by an innings. So all 3 dominant innings have ended. I'll be back with the Australia versus Sri Lanka match. Let's see how that pans out. So thank you so much, folks, for joining us for this live. Subscribe to Sports Today for all the latest news and analysis.